Okay. Before we get into what I said I wanted to cover on this call, is anybody diving in any further into rebooting your brain? Have anything they want to share? Go ahead. Do you have anything you want to share, Ryan?
I just wanted to read the part last night that was like super eye-opening to me.
Well, let me share what I was going to share. One of the big takeaways, and I'm writing this stuff, I'm typing it up, and I have notes that I'm taking from the stuff that I'm learning. One of the things I took away was you have to embrace the belief and know in your heart that you have unlimited potential to achieve any goal that you want to achieve. And what's really important about that is that before you can achieve a goal, you have to first become the person that's capable of achieving that goal. I think we all get that, right? Like we all understand that if I want to close 100 loans in a year, I have to become somebody who's capable. I have to become that person, right? Like, so what will I be? Can I become that person? What's important about this, and what's really important is before you can become that person, you have to know and embrace this truth that we all have the unlimited potential to become that person. Where we get screwed up in our lives is we think, well, in this case, like, well, Giuseppe's really good at doing loans. I don't know if I can ever be as good as Giuseppe is at doing loans. So I'm not sure that I'm ever going to be able to do as many loans as Giuseppe. And if you, or just for Giuseppe, it might be Benassian, right? Like going, I don't know if I could ever do that. And so it's whatever belief that we have that is going to be the first thing that stops us from becoming the person that's capable of doing that. What we miss out on is that we were all born with this unlimited potential to become anything that we want to become. We go through life thinking Michael Jordan has just the best basketball skills out of every other basketball player on the planet. And that's not true. Michael Jordan practiced his ass off. He was obviously a gifted athlete, but he practiced his ass off to become as good as he was. And everybody knows how intense he was about training and practicing. Kobe Bryant, kind of the same thing. I just think it's an interesting aha for me to realize that I don't know if I ever grasped that reality that you have to know that you have the unlimited potential to become that person and learn those skills before you do it. Otherwise, you're going to get caught in a trap of going, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm going to be good enough to do this. And, but you, just like you weren't born walking, you were born with the unlimited potential to walk. And then once you master that skill, you just did it and you all make it look easy now. That's how Michael Jordan made playing basketball look easy, right? Because his subconscious took over. First, it's conscious, like driving a car is a really good example. The first time you drove your car, you hit the brakes too hard, your dad's head hit the dashboard, or you made a turn and you turned way too fast and way too soon until you figured out how to feather the brakes and how to look 10, 15 yards in front of you instead of steering just to see if you were between the lanes so that you were oversteering all the time. You had to learn to look ahead. And now you do this subconsciously. That's what I'm talking about, is that we all have that unlimited potential. And you all knew that you could learn to drive because you had all this other evidence of people driving and you wanted to do it too. So I'm digging this book and I'm digging the things that I'm learning from it. So that was mine. Anybody else?
No, I mean, this is good. I think we just need to talk about this kind of stuff more often, you know? You can talk about it once, but it's like one of those things you have to like bake into yourself. And like the part that I was going to talk about is like that little like from that like the guy from the 1800s, it was like the essayist. And he was like talking about like your thoughts become your words become your actions become your behaviors become your habits become your destiny or something like that.
Your life, right?
Life. So no, I mean at the end of the day, I think that's the hardest part about this business is that you like everything that you've achieved in this business is because of your beliefs and or your limiting beliefs, right? Like that's I think the hardest part for me is like I know we've talked about this. I feel like sometimes I'm like underachieving, right? But like, it's just we have to continuously tell ourselves like how much opportunity we have out there.
Right. Right on. Dean, what were you going to say?
Well, it kind of a little the same of Ryan. What really kind of hit me is the thoughts and beliefs and just being really aware of what my thoughts and beliefs are, and that we get to choose that. Like we get to choose what we believe. I rewatched that video that Giuseppe sent out of where they were talking about the things that we believe, right? Like I feel awesome, right? I'm not tired, right? Those things become reality, and not to give your pain a voice, right? Like so much power in our thoughts. And so for me, the other thing that from the book was, I kind of expected, like, here's a checklist of shit you do and you reboot your brain and it's done. Like, but it's not that simple. It really is not that simple. It's a process, and so it's just little steps. And I think the biggest one is just being aware of what we're thinking and how we're thinking, and controlling that. So
Right
that's
on.
been a big takeaway for me.
Right on. Thank you. All right. Well, let's segue over to what I wanted to try to do. I'm going to try to build a playbook that we can use